And so welcome to one of the biggest cities in the world. We are in Shanghai. From the past, present, into the future. Today I want to show you Shanghai like you've never seen before. So I'm excited to take you through how Shanghai is right now in 2025 in the summer, when it's warm, when it's hot, and just to fill you in a little bit. So I flew in on a long haul flight. It was one of the longest in many years. China Eastern is one of the main airlines that flies to China. Hello. Distance to Shanghai, 10,000 kilometers. That's wild. Some wild numbers right there. Hello. No, I'm all good. Yes.
Dinner today we have the entree.
I'm mostly excited what they're gonna be feeding here. I don't know how they do it.
Thank you for flying with China Eastern Airlines. See you next time. Thank you.
We made it. Bye-bye. China is more connected with flights than ever before. Most people can get a visa on arrival, free visa up to a month, or at least the transit visa has been even extended. In the airport, I got this Shanghai Pass. It kind of seemed to make sense. I'm actually traveling with my sister right now. And yesterday we did some of the main sites. First of all, we hopped on kind of like this hop-on, hop-on bus that takes you to the main locations, like the U Garden. Can I get the honeysuckle?
One.
Please.
Ice.
Ice. And also here with the Shanghai Pass, you get 2 drinks and then you get 10 yuan off. So there's a lot of shops. We got the little booklet, you open it up, there's tons of different locations and all of them have different discounts. Let's get some tea. It's complicated. Xie. Woo! Good stuff. And over here we are at the famous U Gardens. It's like one of the go-tos really in Shanghai. And the cool thing is, again, with this pass, you can get free access inside. So together with the ferry and the bus, that is basically what it's for, to give you the basics. And something that I missed actually last time is I was on the other side, I took a ferry, but I've only got this perspective of the view. So we took a ferry ride. And so here we are on the ferry cruise. People love it, it's busy, but also the view is worth it. These Shanghai passes are pretty cool. With that, we knocked out pretty much 3 of the main things to do in the city. But with today's video, what I want to do is really dive in a bit deeper. We got a good 5 days. So I've been in this city before, but this time I want to see a little bit more. Let's dive a little bit deeper into Shanghai. We are right now actually in front of one of the main interceptions. This is the shopping street. This right there is the Peace Hotel. Last time I was here, I got some of the best views of the city, but I was only here a couple of days and I didn't get to like really dive deep into understanding this place a little bit. And that's what I want to do today. There's a couple of spots I put on the map that I feel like are really worth visiting, but not many people go to. And also, I got my sister joining today.
Hi.
First time in Asia, right?
Yeah, super exciting.
Let's go. Let's dive in. Yo. Yes. Riding out. Very easy to get a taxi in China. That's always nice. And for like a 15-20 minute drive, $3 or something. So in a big city with nice cars, it's actually really affordable. So the next stop is Columbia Circle, Shanghai. So quite a bit deeper into Shanghai, like a 15-minute drive on the taxi. We arrived at the Columbia Circle. The background noise you're hearing is these type of insects, these type of crickets. They're going really crazy right now. Before it was all this fancy boutique cafes. It was actually an American country club in the 1920s and 30s. Later, I think it says it was used kind of like as a scientific research lab. And around like 15 years ago, it has been transformed from an old historical district into, let's find out what this is all about. So basically, in between of just residential buildings, I think this used to be probably the research lab or whatever, they transformed this here into the Tsutaya bookstore. So the first thing you see is a robot that is powered by love. Oh, yes, give me attention, give me kisses. And so depending on the day, it can get quite hot outside right now. In the evening, it's actually quite nice, but like seriously, China is all about like crazy fancy bookstores. People seem to be making use of it. Some old-timers sitting here. We have prime Chinese literature and also a lot of international stuff. We got Musk, we got Jobs, Sam Altman next to it, funny. He's gonna be responsible for this robot over there having a lot of more power soon. But, and so this is the West Bund, an area that most people, when they come to Shanghai, probably never venture out to. We're still down the river, we're seeing the city, but we're like a good 30, maybe even 40-minute drive. Can get by metro, by taxi, super easy actually. It's almost like a city in itself. Huge development on this side of the river, on the other one, and we're still seeing the center of the city, the Pearl Tower. Here you really understand the dimensions. You're having huge buildings in front of it, but you still see it pretty much anywhere you are in Shanghai. And this was the Building Shanghai exhibition in the West Bund Museum. Sure. Oh. This right here is a very interesting shot.
Yeah. We can see the real photo.
So guys, it's really interesting right now. We're seeing kind of like Shanghai from how it used to be from, which year was that?
1951.
So basically 1951 is kind of like old school, small apartments shared with family. You said like multiple families or?
Yeah. Basically, like 5 families shared here.
Yeah.
Like 4 bathrooms and 2 kitchens.
So then it gets a bit more modern, and here super interesting. So you have these kind of like blocked buildings, the old school cars, and basically we go all the way into modern, a bit more modernized, lots of buildings. 87, and we go all the way up to modern. Oh yeah. Looks nice. So the Oriental Tower was the first big building that was built here.
And this is the very high buildings.
1999, yeah. But the tallest one is this one.
This one, yes.
In the world is third tallest right now, I think.
Which one?
Number 3, I think, in the world.
In the world, oh yeah.
But to be honest with you, number 2 is in Kuala Lumpur, but it's like a big antenna. I don't think it's real. I think this one's number 2. Because there is antenna and this one is real. So I'm sorry, Kuala Lumpur. Biggest one is in Dubai. But that's...
Yeah, you can see like it will help to build the building to become taller.
Oh, we're building the building.
Yes.
Hard work.
It's the East Nanjing Road. So it's the Nanjing Road which we can see here. Like there are no cars and only people, they can just pass the comparison between the new rental TV tower. You can see that there are no balls here.
I see that. They have different exhibitions depending on the time of the year, but this was actually really interesting for me because you got to see how the city developed over the last couple of decades, pretty much the last 100 years, from the beginnings to also like opening up to the world in many ways, having a lot of international cooperation back then with the Soviet Union. Like you see the old style cars, how there was a lot of exchange of culture, technology these days with the whole world. Here at West Bund, I would say let's go for a little walk. Let's get a bit of a better idea what else is there to find, because from what I can tell, I don't know, I think there's some type of mall in the back. Let's go take a quick look. So we arrived at, I believe it's called the M Mall here at the West Bund, and honestly, I was just telling to Alex, this is kind of like how, I think I mentioned it, most of new Chinese cities look, like reminds me of Shenzhen kind of. What do you got there?
Like a raspberry Chinese Sprite.
So cool. Dope. Yeah, and it's see-through, the drink, right? So no coloring.
Yeah, no coloring.
And I got some alien energy, vitamin C, so the choice of drinks is really quite interesting. Like first of all, everything is a bit different. Sure, they have the classics. And yeah, super modern, new mall, newly built. Very interesting, because in most of Shanghai, it's older, it's historical, especially that part has been there for like 100 plus years the way it is right now, with some obviously updates as we have seen in the museum, but this is like purely what China right now is developing a lot. First of all, transforming older neighborhoods, but then also building like new entertainment centers. You got all the big brands here and very artsy. You got to give it to them. It's not just like almost everywhere in the world they build like malls, copy paste, and now like new open design, smaller elements, not just boxes on top of boxes. Yeah, this is the West Bund. So as I was saying, not just boxes, but it's blocks. We got an absolute Lego heaven here. It's hilarious. So like one side of the mall is Lego themed. Of course, got a panda. Pretty much here by the river. Walked all across the West Bund. So at first it just seemed like a mall, but actually it's like a whole town, village development, and there's a lot of international chains like Chili's Cafe and Bar. Then you have Pizza Hut and a Paulaner, a German kind of like beer house, I guess. And it might be the best I've ever seen in the sense of it's kind of like futuristic, perfectly beautiful, neat. Like most Chili's in America, honestly, like, you know, they're not a nice place to be. And here you have graffiti in China. Guys, they have a skate park. Some dude's skating back there. And literally that might be the only place where graffiti will stay and be allowed. To go left. And so right now we're passing through the West Bund kind of business district, I would say. In many ways it's not that busy. I feel like some offices are occupied, some not yet. But like the area, I was just saying to Alex, it looks a lot like Shenzhen. A little bit like in parts like Singapore, like a new Singapore. But the craziest thing is, even though like there's a lot of cars as you see, do you hear how quiet it is? It's quite wild. Like I think I've only seen electrical cars around here. I'm trying to find one, not one single gasoline combustion motor here, which, I mean, I like them. But you do have to say, to walk around a business district, electric also. To walk around a business district, and it's kind of like they took the volume and turned them down. The future of Shanghai in many ways. Good morning from the middle of Shanghai. Guys, we're starting off the morning. Look at that view. Oh, that's what Shanghai is really all about. And this morning we moved actually to a different hotel room here at the Metropolo Hotel. And from here we're getting such a cool perspective of the architecture. So these buildings are Baroque style. They're over 100 years old. It's actually not just twin, it's kind of like triplet buildings. This one is the same one we're staying in right now. So we're kind of like somewhere here right now in that sense. Wow. Very special, like this very old, very cool arches, and the view you get through them is absolutely amazing. So we're going to be heading out right now. But I would say before, let me give you a little bit of a tour. Nice painting, super nice kind of like working table. We got an extra bed even on top. We have a giant TV, which I consider moving to the bedroom for a movie night, but it's attached. They know me. And a very pretty bathroom. And the master bedroom is really quite something. Nice size, slightly dimmed, super nice atmosphere. And what is really cool is actually at the museum, they gave us the, for this convention, Shanghai Summer, like a little goodies bag. Boom, cool. Some kind of, for the hot days, you have the fan. Some, I checked it, I'm not sure how you call it, basically little sticks that you, whatever, you get it. Alex, you said you like it, huh? Yeah. Well, you got two. Here in Asia, very popular, like disinfecting. Here.
Thank you.
Ta-da. Let's head out. And also, we bought some stuff at DJI. Maybe I'll show you that in another video. This one wanna. So let's dive in even deeper into Shanghai. Good. It's kind of like a bit of more of like a, in some ways, local area. I mean, like people going about their day, grandpa with their child very happy. Somebody's drying their clothing a little bit, but still you have like a gelato store, famous little fancy wine, Shunfeng. And what I wanted to visit, I kind of like looked it up on the map. I expected it actually to be a little bit different. Oh, getting tricky here. I expected it to be a little bit different in the sense that I saw the photos from the inside and I thought it's kind of like a outside market, but still it looks like a pretty nice, pretty interesting local market. And so good morning. We are right now at quite a fruit and veggies market, so it's pretty local. Lots of grandmas are getting right now their fruits, and I'm already seeing some of my favorite stuff. Very local, as well as for me, fairly exotic. We have the Muscat grapes, we have the durians, we have some type of peaches, fruits I have personally never seen. And actually, for today, I wanted to do kind of like a local experience, and I found this Shanghai cooking. So somebody should come any moment. We should be getting fruits and veggies, and then we're gonna go to some local European style house, one of the old ones, the real ones in Shanghai. We're gonna be cooking. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but it's happening. Lady got the eggs. Organic? Probably. We got grandma doing shopping here. Pretty successful as it seems. Some nice peaches. Wow, these grapes look solid, and the price actually. The price is legit. We're paying $1 here for 500 grams of grapes. That's a pretty good price. I wonder if that's kind of like local, because it is actually a bit fancy. And then what we also have is we have like super nice seafood, as fresh as it gets. Obviously everything alive. Here, some nice fish. My guess would be fairly regional. Those are some solid peaches. You know, guys, when you buy a drink in the shop, on the picture, the peach looks like that. Never in reality, but this time, wow, they look like engineered. Maybe, maybe not, but 30 yuan, that is like $4 for half a kilo, so $8 a kilo. Here, you have to have the budget. Never had what?
Stinky fruit.
Oh, you know it's stinky though, huh?
Yeah,
have you seen the content?
I saw it in Ireland, actually. I was there on
in
a school
Ireland.
trip.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
There's
it
the
was
grapes
important.
you like, the Muscat grapes.
And this I also never had. What is this?
Mangosteen. This is super nice.
I heard it.
This is an abomination on humanity. It's a crime against fruits. Some people love it. Honestly, it tastes very creamy. It doesn't even really taste like fruit. It tastes like a dish. It tastes like a stinky dessert.
Nice.
They're super expensive in most of the world, but like in Malaysia, you can buy one like this for like maybe $30. In Thailand, similar.
Wow.
And here, probably more expensive. In many countries, super expensive. Like in some countries, you might have to pay like $50 for it.
Yeah.
But in Sri Lanka, I bought one for like $5, and I ate the whole thing. Yeah, the guy sold me it. It said it gives you good potency. I'm like, let's go.
Let's go.
And yeah, it's not the best tasting fruit in my opinion, but it's funky.
This is an apple. It looks like a tomato.
How do you know it's an apple?
It looks like an apple.
Speak Chinese now. Here, apple. Here, Muscat grapes.
Yeah,
See?
that's what I wanted.
And it's actually pretty cheap. It's $2 for 500 grams.
Oh, amazing.
Right now, somebody should come and we should be purchasing ingredients, and then we're gonna go cooking somewhere. I have no idea, but we'll find out. So, what exactly do we need to buy? You said. Okay, 谢谢.
So you're actually done.
Well, you know, you gotta compliment the ladies. It's not that
good.
hard.
That's good. So it's a lot here. So
Cool. Nice.
not really pricey.
You said we're also gonna get some fruits, like nectarine.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit different than the original. Yeah,
Bit more cheaper. Those are like.
it's way cheaper than this one. That
Yeah.
one is like a two price.
I
two
personally
times
always, by the price, I can tell these are probably like some technology behind it to make them look so perfect and beautiful, because they charge for something. Alrighty, I just got in trouble with the good man here. He was like, "Don't press on the peaches, don't push the horses." You told me. I was like, "All right." Especially the expensive ones. We got tons of groceries. To quickly introduce, we got Eric here.
Yeah.
So you said you've been a chef for.
over 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna be cooking today. You said.
Yeah, really local food, which is called Scania noodles,
Mm-hmm.
and also we have a really famous Chinese food, mapo tofu.
Okay, I'm excited, but guys, honestly, I negotiated everywhere, and I thought they told me to like do it for fun, but actually we got like crazy good deals. This was like $1, here like $3-4. So super cool local market. The prices are real, and yeah, let's go. Let's cook.
Let's go. A lot of camera here. You cannot be.
Wait, am I doing real negotiations with them?
For sure. Normally,
I thought you guys are gonna give them the difference.
you cannot
because
decrease
then
that much.
the tofu was a bit too heavy, I think.
The tofu need to be heavy. Yeah, and if I buy online the tofu,
I thought it's just for the content. Let me go give the people their money. What did you just show me?
what I show you.
You got a car app?
Yeah, car app.
And what do you do right now?
Actually, see here, I'm turn on my AC on.
Wow.
So after we get in the car, we'll feel chill straight away.
Funny.
Also the AC from the chair already on, so it will be really cool.
That's funny.
And later on, I'm going to show you how to drive the car by itself. Drive out. Yeah.
Okay.
I use my phone to control.
What is that? Is that a BYD or?
This is a Neo.
Neo? Neo?
Yeah. It's really,
EV, right?
yeah, it's really popular as well. It's a Chinese brand, and I just bought it a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy with it?
Really good. I really enjoy that. Hey, Nomi.
我在，
放蓝老的歌。
没问题。
Hey, Nomi.
It's cool. It's like one big smartphone. Turn up.
Okay. Automatic drive.
Actually, we don't know why it's getting
It just happens. Like this is something.
Really old.
It was here like before Shanghai was really like
Really? Let me just do some research.
very old. I was reading that something like it was one of the first buildings around this area. I feel like I had a layover in one of these names you
You
mentioned.
know Mao? 那个什么？
Of course. It's completely electrical. Interesting, but it's a lot of gasoline around here. Yeah, it is. Interesting.
But take a closer look at in the street.
In the
There are
street,
more green
almost all EV. That's what I mean. I was with her yesterday in West Bund, and I was trying to spot one not electric car. I think it took me a couple minutes. So guys, we arrived at an old Chinese house that they're remodeling right now here in the neighborhood. So very local living, like some of the houses are still old. They're pretty much remodeling them right now. And here we should be cooking our Chinese meal. Let's go, let's check it out. Hello.
Pineapple, we got
Nice.
orange, we got apple, we got lemon.
Wow.
So mixed blended. It's really refreshing.
And a whole alley belongs to a Chen's family. Chen's family is like a really rich local family, and they own like a textile factory that produce fabrics and also clothes. So this whole alley was like staff dormitory. This room actually you can take a look. Well, it's not its office, but like in Shanghai we call it 亭子间.
What does it
Usually,
mean?
yeah, 亭子间 is like a small room between two floors. Like this is one floor
Cozy,
half.
cozy.
Yeah, our
Hello.
office, yeah, because we have a lot of homestays here in Shanghai.
So you managed like kind of like Airbnbs from here, or?
Yeah, we manage like 200 properties here in China, like in Shanghai, here in China. Like Laogangchuang, it's actually also you can see the wall out there.
Oh wow, like park.
Yeah, it's like
I would ask how much you charge, but I don't know. How much?
well, that's some confidential secret.
Confidential.
I'll let you know next time.
So got a little terrace here. So this is how the houses look basically outside. Yeah, nice park. When the melon explodes, that's how it's supposed to be.
I will leave the stage to
This
Ai.
is a pre-drink.
This pre-drink.
Nice.
And then I leave to Ai to show you guys how to make the wonton.
Okay.
They have a saying about Shanghai women don't go into the kitchen. But
Really?
Yeah, Shanghai women don't do the
Only men?
only make yeah.
Mm-hmm.
弄点水，
Okay. Let's
有
put
啲
in
手
some
都
meat.
我都燒，
Okay.
應嘅，吸到一塊一邊仔，
So it has one side is longer.
You have to
and
leave some
you have to
space.
put the water on the longer side.
這邊對，
This one's gonna
Yeah.
fall apart in the boiler.
Like this.
Oh. There we go.
Yeah.
Talented.
There you go.
它方向過錯。
The scallion oil is really important. So after I deep fry all the scallion till dry, I will take it out and put the soy sauce, oyster sauce, some sugar, and then keep boiling.
Looks good already.
Yeah, until concentrated.
My full English.
And this is sugar. It's a Shanghai peanut. I don't know. 酥糖.
Candies.
Candies.
Yeah. Let's go. So, gonna get all of it?
OK，
Okay. Oh.
手哎，
你给他说一下，不要放太多。
I hop in the last moment when it's time to do the fun stuff.
可以做你们，你们弄你们就好了，不用管我。
And we just boil the wonton and drizzle some scallion oil. Also come with a special vinaigrette.
哇哦，
A very familiar flavor, actually. Is it Shanghainese?
That's a Sichuan.
There's-
Sichuan food.
Yeah. Very familiar. Super good. I mean, considering it's just tofu,
Yeah.
I feel like tofu, you really gotta know how you make it. I also tried sometimes cooking with tofu, also didn't go well.
Because for us, tofu is kind of like a white paper. And then if you got a really good art, you can just put on. So
Super
tofu
good.
is like that. They don't have a really much flavor on it. And then you can just use your own flavor to adjust it.
Very nice.
How's the spicy? Can you follow that?
For me, almost like I wouldn't say. It's like the spiciness always at the end coming through.
Yes.
First couple seconds is not there.
Yeah, for sure.
So is this kind of like a common thing to try the different kind of cheese?
Actually, it's for beginners. I don't know if you are beginners, but
I would say I'm beginner.
I'll treat you as one.
So what do we got here? You said
There's a menu, and we will like describe every tea, and we actually renamed every tea we'll try. For you.
sea wind, bourbon, shadow of orchid. How do you say? Wooden sparkle and after rain. So basically, it's white tea, oolong tea. All right. Does that smell the cup?
Yeah. Deep your nose.
Thank you very much.
And also the tea can, you can keep it. It's made by bamboo.
Oh.
And it's actually used a Chinese traditional lacquer.
In the college.
Eric, thank you for the cooking. It was amazing. Great meeting you.
And
All right. So guys, that was quite an adventure today. So basically there was this cooking, a little bit of a class, a little bit of food tasting. We got these Shanghai noodles, some tofu. The soup was delicious. And it was basically a little bit of a tour, a little bit of a Shanghai immersion, feel a little bit, meet some locals. And as of right now, we might be potentially one of my favorite places in Shanghai yet. A place that I haven't been to when the first time I was here in the city. It's not just the view, it's the overall vibe. We arrived a little bit further down the road there. So this is the Suzhou Creek. It flows all the way into Suzhou. It's kind of like a neighboring big city. In some ways considered like the larger Shanghai area, but it's a separate city. I actually did a video about it last time. And this is the creek that flows all the way there. And then there's lots of different bridges. Number 1, number 2, bum, 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 bum. And then it goes all the way until you get this legendary, pretty huge view of Pudong. And why I'm saying it's really cool, it's kind of like back there is a big mall. Then there's a lot of big, probably some of the prime real estate in Shanghai. You get these amazing views all over the city. You get the river, and next to that it's also like a very kind of like chill vibe. Towards sunset, people come out here to have a coffee, to snap a couple of photos, and the view is just impeccable. Coffee is priced very democratically, very regularly for the most part, I would say. Okay guys, and so we're venturing out quite a bit of the city right now. We're driving on the metro for a good 50 minutes to get to the Guangfulin Historical Center. I'll tell you in a second about it. It's actually quite cool. I downloaded today the A-Map app, And Apple Maps works okay. Google Maps, forget about it. Like, it's terrible, and they don't have a lot of information that you need. And what I also see is that within a map, I can order different taxi services. I want to explore a new app right now. What I use actually all the time is Didi, the taxi app. I think you can have it as an app, but it's also inside of Alipay. Like, pretty much the whole world's inside of Alipay here. And you just tap on Didi Travel. These guys are excited about me shooting. Hello. nice shirt. So from here we could be taking a bus, but I think that will be a bit too tricky. I wanted to take the metro because I think that will be just way faster than taking a taxi through the whole city. And the stations are also very long. Like, we had like an 8-minute station without stops right now, so we're really venturing out outside of the city center. So the Guangfulin, it's kind of like a museum, and it tells you the whole history of Shanghai, where it came from, where it started, like from old farming tools. This is the information that I got when I was researching what we should check out, and I didn't expect it to be that far. I just saw it this morning actually. So let's go to the core of Shanghai. Champion, what's happening? You got stuck?
Yeah, it didn't load.
Yeah, all right. Oh, I'm confirming my ride. Real quick, that happens. Should be here in a minute, and all of that is gonna cost us about $2. No, it's okay, it's okay. Nice car. No. I think he can take us around. Look at that, red little taxi. So guys, here's a map of the Guangfulin Cultural Center. We're here at the Yinzi Gate. We should walk over and let's see. Made it into the Guangfulin complex. It's absolutely unique, interesting, and as you can tell, just a wave of rain is coming out of nowhere. So you have these floating museum structures. It looks like they're flooded by the water, but actually that's kind of how they built this exhibition hall, which is really cool. And that back there is actually where we arrived. We put the dot on the map. The Hilton Hotel was a nice large hotel, looks super cool. So we got the entrance into Guangfulin Culture Museum. So he's not asking for tickets. Which one? Interesting. Is nobody gonna ask? Why did we pay? Wow, but it looks really cool though, honestly. Didn't expect. I thought it was gonna be like one museum, but it's actually like a huge complex. You have this super cool temple here. The visuals, actually, I've been to a couple of places like that in China, and this might be one of the, or maybe even my most favorite one, because it's like very wide, fairly minimalist in the sense you have this Chinese looking structures and the effect of that it's flooded by the water. When I saw it on like online, I was thinking what's going on, but yeah. Let's get some shots and let's learn a bit about the culture in the Culture Museum. It cost 30 yuan, so like $4. One for you. Okay, 26. The pricey one. So guys, we got the Guangfulin ice cream for a humble price of $3, and here we have the client. How is it? It takes her breath away. It's the best ice cream she ever had.
Yeah.
So coming in, what is inside of these museums? This is one of them. Walking in, super nice trees. And as you see, there's a lot of people down there. Let's go tell them hello. So here we got two guys. They're very peaceful. These two are walking somewhere. These two are doing archaeological exhibitions. Wow, as you can tell, they're not moving. These are mannequins, and I guess I'm gonna try to translate this, but basically the whole complex is telling the 4,000-year-old history of Shanghai. That's how far they trace it back, or at least talk about here in this museum. And so it talks about different archaeological findings. It talks about different farming history. So we got the modern side of Shanghai in the last exhibition. And this one, I would say the coolest part, definitely the architecture itself of the buildings, but inside, very artistic. Interesting. Okay guys, so now I just did a little bit of research and I also realized that even when we have the daylight, we are underwater right now. The windows, up there you see the straight line, that is what we've seen from outside and the rest is covered by the river. And basically the museum is an immersive experience into the life of the earliest residents, let's say the core of Shanghai, the very beginnings of it. So they found some signs of life here 4,000 years ago, and that's kind of like a recreation of how most likely the villages looked back then, from what they can tell. And this has been the guys upstairs that were doing the gathering of the different tools and potteries and everything else. So in terms of like an immersive experience, I think they did a super cool job. And then it seems like you're wandering into a more of a still ancient village. I think we're walking through time right now. From the huts, from hunting the animals with the spears, we're going into nice village life with teapots. Seriously beautiful, especially considering that outside right now, here we have the river, obviously we have a man on a boat. Yes, very nice. Took me a second to register. They said I love China. So you have like men on boats, music is playing, you have mannequins of the people, and honestly, like I've seen some Madame Tussauds museums, or how you ever pronounce it, and these are even more realistic looking. Super cool. Some wall paintings, elder teaching the new generation. If anybody knows what is the story of the haircut, because they have removed half of his hair. Probably that's how they used to roll back then. Super immersive. We are arriving in 1908. Seriously, this is like a walk properly. In the last time, we got to walk through the modernization. Here we got to walk from the Stone Age to the present, to the industrialization. What is it? I think it says something like, all I can read on this sign is the date, which is enough for me, 1843. The rest is really self-explanatory. The industrial periods, you get all the machines. Wow, that is really, seriously, I've been to lots of boring museums, but here it's kind of like a immersive experience. You just get walk through it. Oh, that probably was legendary times. Fuck with time travel, those would be the times. Would be so curious to see. You have all these different products, you have movies arriving, the 39 Steps by Alfred Hitchcock. You get suits. Wow, so cool. You get the barbers, the Violet Barber Shop. We're back above sea level, and now you understand what these buildings are all about. First I thought it's just kind of like an effect, but we have spent actually underground there. Very immersive experience, I would say highly recommended, just with the side fact that most signs are in Chinese, but theoretically you could translate them. But the thing is here is like much more about kind of like feeling. They really reinstated all the different time periods, and the funny thing is at the very end you roll up with an escalator, which I don't think they had in the 1920s. But yeah, very immersive, very beautiful park in general, nature, birds, and get to learn a bit more about Shanghai. The Sanyuan Taoist Temple, one of the earliest worship sites in Guangfulin. It worships Yao, Shun, and Yu, which were known as the god of heaven, earth, and water. Pure avatar here. That's where obviously the mythology comes from for characters like that. And so basically this is really very much the root of Shanghai, how everything started, how it progressed. And obviously they very much like to maintain a certain time period of these temples. This one's absolutely beautifully maintained up here. And another temple that has made it, like there are a couple of temples, New Age temples, I'll show you in a second. But this is quite something. Take an exception.
Wow, that's beautiful. You have some incense going on here.
Guys, Victor Tsoi is alive. Different neighborhood. We took the metro back to get into Shanghai proper, I guess you could say. So this is the area around the Jing'an temple I showed last time when I was here. And after learning a lot more about Shanghai, what we saw is, you know, during the, what was it, like 70 years ago, there was a country that existed, it was called the Soviet Union. And my roots going back to Eastern Europe, you know, there's a lot of remains from that time. And I've traveled actually most past Soviet Union countries. And there you have like buildings, you know, with stars on top, big squares around it. And we saw one of them in the museum that we visited in Shanghai.
And build a building.
Yeah, it looks very Soviet.
Yes.
I've been to many
Definitely,
post-Soviet
yes.
countries, so.
Yeah.
And that is in Shanghai somewhere?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah,
Where's that?
still. It was still here. And it was now used as the Shanghai Exhibition Center.
We're in the middle of Shanghai, as you can see, as you can tell. All huge skyscrapers surrounding this one that has been built something like around the 1950s. It was built in 1955. Back then, I'm pretty sure none of these skyscrapers were up, but they had this huge plaza here, and just walking in, I'm like, it might be one of the best maintained Soviet-style buildings. In some ways, kind of like the fountains in the middle, it does look like a lot of many squares of like central squares of nations I've recently visited, like Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan, obviously Ukraine, obviously Russia is full of that stuff. Got the star on top. The elevator, this guy has just boarded it. All right. Adios. Thank you for the kick. We're back on the main shopping street, the Nanjing Road. We live close by, and I remember there's one more place I kind of wanted to check out a little bit quieter back here than usually. The crickets are going like crazy. So Shanghai's first food store, kind of like a big, I haven't walked in, just saw it online, I thought we should check it out. And yeah, as always, the shopping street is buzzing. Shanghai first food hall. Let's check it out. Wow, a lot of stuff is going on here. So from what I understand, it's one of the most famous kind of like collections of a food hall. It seems like they have some food ready to eat, but also in many ways it's kind of like gifts, little packages of things you can bring home, the taste of Shanghai, different little candies here with Chinese movie stars from the past. Pretty cool. You know.
Hello.
Very nice. Food looking good. Very nice. So here you got, not all the places are open, but you got some fresh stuff, probably hot pot doing over here. And so in general, the Nanjing Road is probably one of the most famous, most covered streets in all of Shanghai. So I don't want to dip too deep into it in this one. Actually, Alex over here shot a full video about it. We walked here at night. Actually, some other day we got some food, some crab meat noodle. They do have some nice restaurants, but overall, it's very hectic, especially in more busy touristy season. So if it's the first time coming to Shanghai, amazing spot. If you have been here a couple of times, I think locals don't really go here that much. So I would say we're gonna head back to the hotel, and then let's talk tomorrow morning. Let's wrap up the experience. It has been busy. Shanghai truly delivers. Good, sunny, bit windy morning here in the Metropolo Hotel. Seriously, last night they let us move to the, I think it's called Assassin Suite, or at least, like, this gives you a completely different perspective. Slowly the trip is coming to an end. I was actually just checking on our flight departure. Everything is looking good, and this app is actually really cool. I was thinking last time I was here, a lot of people were asking about different apps you can use. Like at this point, I feel like I'm fully adapted. I have all the payment apps. Shanghai, actually, you can pay with Visa almost everywhere. But still, it's nice to have the Alipay going. It's nice to have the A-Map, because Apple Maps kind of works, but A-Map is much superior to it. And here on the Hi China app, basically you can type in your, what was it, 220, right? You can type in your flight number and then it gives you all the information. Obviously, we're still a good bit early on it, but I think down below I will link all the different apps that I've been using during this trip, as well as the parts that the guys from Shanghai Summer helped us out with. Kind of like this little Shanghai Pass. It was actually really cool because it's kind of like the basic experience, the entrance into Shanghai, if you will. But with this video, like my promise to you was, I wanted to see much more, much deeper of Shanghai, and I didn't know that throughout the last 3-4 days we would become almost kind of like, I feel like this is things that most people visiting the city, most tourists really don't do. We have one more day left. We're gonna go into Pudong. Maybe I'll feature that in a different video because I do really want to take in a bit more. The old clock tower starts to ring. It's 12 right now. It's time to check in. So it was an absolutely epic experience here in Shanghai. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here by any chance, here on the channel I document my life around, on one side traveling around the world, but also I like to call it building a life around the world. And Shanghai, when I visited for the first time a year ago, I really didn't expect it to like it as much. It's actually one of the easiest cities by far to travel in China, especially if you get all the little things prepared. But after one visit, you start to like really feel comfortable. And so with that, we're gonna see each other very soon.